Hi, my name's Kyrie and I am the Hoppy Wanderer. I have recently decided that I really want to get into beer and be serious about it. I eventually want to be a cicerone. I don't know if anybody's ever heard of that, but it's kind of like the, what's the wine expert? You know what I'm talking about. But there is actually, in fact, especially with the huge, popularity of craft brewing and, the whole hipster scene being into that as well, it's grown into a really big part of our culture, I feel like now. Craft beer is very popular, and now finding the right beer to go with your meal is very important, and finding good quality alcohol, basically. So that is the ultimate goal. The exam to become a cicerone, I have been told, is almost as difficult as the Massachusetts bar exam. Yeah, so not a lot of people pass it. And there's other little things that you can do too if you're really into beer. You can become an actual beer judge. There's a certification program for that. And I'll kind of touch on like how they judge beer, because this is kind of what my vlog will be about, is just testing beers, going to different breweries and kind of grading their beers, and basically also learning at the same time, because I'm not going to come on here and be 100%, into the idea that I know everything about beer, because I don't. So let's just put that disclaimer out there. I don't know everything about beer, and I'm not going to act like somebody who knows everything about beer. And whatever I do with beer or other alcohol on this vlog is purely opinion, and so just remember that. If you don't agree with me, that's fine. I don't agree with you, and we just accept and tolerate our differences and live in peace and harmony, okay? It's alcohol, it's not saving the planet, it's not a political position. This is something that we all do for fun. And that being said, just a little bit of the background for me. I've never actually been into beer my entire life. Like, the minute I turned 21 wasn't really a big deal. I've never been a drinker in general. I didn't party in college. I probably didn't get into beer until I was about, I'd say 25. No, 24. And my dad took me to this pub called the Terrible Beauty, and it was basically an Irish pub here in Washington, and it was just so great. It felt truly like an Irish pub, and just like, just the feel. I don't know if you've ever been to an Irish pub. I've never actually been to Ireland, but I've been to many Irish pubs that were actually owned by Irish people. So it's a really good feel. And I wanted to try Guinness, because Coronas and light beers like Budweiser and Coors, they just don't do it for me. I'm just like, why? I basically am just drinking water with a little bit of carbonation in it, and I just didn't understand it. And I was like, you know what, I'm gonna try darker beers, and I want to try Guinness, because at the time I thought I was a badass and I could drink dark beer. And luckily, Guinness has become a very big part of my life, and it's my favorite beer, favorite beverage, actually. It's like Guinness, then Coca-Cola, and yeah, I mean, other than water, but that's just a necessity of life. You don't really have to favorite that. Anyways, so to get into it, just a little heads up, like I said with the beer judge thing, that's actually a actual thing, becoming a certified beer judge, and you can go around to different festivals, and you can even get paid for it. Your opinion matters basically at that point, and that's probably my next step. But that exam for that certification looks pretty intense as well, because one, we have to start realizing that there's not just, reds and you know, there's not just like IPAs and APAs and, you know, like stouts and porters and all this kind of stuff. There's actually like subclasses within all of those. And so like looking over like the index of just studying for that, it's like styles and then categories with styles, and then there's like broken down like random stuff. So it's crazy. Like this beer world is growing every day, and it's becoming more of an art form, which I think is why I appreciate it. And I don't know when I got into craft beer. I just know that I really liked Guinness and the fact that it was thick and flavorful and it was different. And so I think I just wanted to try other beers that weren't in the grocery store. But now you can get craft beer in the grocery store, so throw that out the window. Anyways, so with the beer judge, because I'm going to start judging, I'm going to like take beers either here in this lovely garage that I have here with all my flatmates, and I'm going to grade beer, or I will actually go to breweries, and I've got a couple friends and even my dad who is really into hopping breweries and trying different craft beers, and so hopefully I'll have a couple guests on, and yeah, if not, they'll just record for me while I'm in the brewery or whatever. But with the beer judge, I didn't even look it up. I kind of went off of my grading level is basically going to be smell, color, the head, because I like a little bit of head, and flavor, and then the finish. So I'm basically grading solely off of my opinion. You know, what am I looking for in a good beer? What am I personally, Curie, looking for in a good beer? But hopefully, while I'm drinking these different types of beers, you'll open up your mind to like different types of beers, or I'll even encourage you to go to like a brewery, which, you know, would be cool because every small time business deserves an opportunity to grow. The beer judge, they kind of do the same thing. They call it aroma, so they're getting fancy with their words. And then appearance, color, that's, again, they got fancy. I'm a basic bitch. And flavor, did that. And then they did the mouthfeel, which there's only ever been about 2 or 3 beers in my entire, like, tasting at festivals and everything that, like, it feels weird. So I'm not sure if that's, like, truly what they're looking for, because most beers, you know, you're just like, well, it's wet, and then it's, like, the flavor, you know? But there have been, like, I've had a cider that you could feel the pulp still in it. So that was cool. It was, I was in New Zealand at the South Island Beer Festival, and I can't remember if it was, I think it was mango and another type of fruit. I don't think it was orange, but you could, oh, it was like pineapple. So you could still feel the pulp, the little, you know, things from, you know, the pineapple, you know? So I guess that's what they feel, but that's not something that I look for in beer. Again, this is solely my opinion. And then overall impression, like, what did you think? And I have a total grade, and I'm actually gonna like grade them because I kind of want to see, you know, the more I do it, like maybe every 10 or whatever, like every 10 beers that I try, I'll see like, okay, so what did I learn about myself? Like, do I only like Guinness and all other comparison beers in the dark beer industry are just superfluous, or whatever that word is? Yeah, they're just not even worthy of, you know, that, which I can already tell you. I already believe that Guinness is always going to be, you know, and then IPAs. The weird thing is that I don't like IPAs, but I'm also very I'm antisocial, and I'm always priding myself on being unique. So when everybody's like, oh, IPAs, because that was like the craft beer scene and like hipsters being all into IPAs. So I'm just like, no, I don't like IPAs, but no, I like tasting the hops. The hops taste good, which IPAs, that's kind of the effect that you get, is that you can taste the hops. So I'm just kind of a hypocrite, I guess, in that sense. But I've come around. I'll always try an APA. I'm one of those people that'll always try something once. And then if I don't like it, then I just won't get it again. But yeah. So overall impression, and then I'll have an overall grade. So basically I'll add up the scores, and I'm going to do 1 through 5. And then I'll divide it, of course, by 5, get that average. And that'll be the overall. And then every 10 or so beers, I'll like reevaluate and think, okay, so what did I learn about myself with, you know, this set of beers? You know, which beers are they? Like, am I growing? Am I learning? Am I still completely lost and confused? And should I even bother trying to become a Cicerone or even a beer judge? Because Lord knows it's just going to be all how I feel. Anyway, so let's get started. This was actually a gift from my dad for my birthday. I mean, I don't know, like, I've got like the best dad in the world because he just knows, okay, I'm not going to give you money because basically you're just going to spend it on this. And he's very opinionated about beer himself, so he's just like, so you're going to try this, and if you like it, whatever, if not, like, whatever, I like it. So he got me this, and I don't think he's tried it before himself, but it's they actually show you how to pronounce it. Lagunitas. There we go. 5 years of Spanish and I still suck. Yeah, Wilco Tango Foxtrot. Looks pretty awesome. It's got a puppy dog on it, so obviously it's already a winner, you know. But we'll try it. It doesn't really tell me. It's an ale, and it's malty and robust. But the alcohol is 7.85, and I'm going to tell you right now, I am not, whenever I go to get a beer, I'm not like, oh, how high is the alcohol content? I'm not like, oh, like, I need to get, you know, shit-faced. Like, that's not me. Like, I actually like session beers. Like, if all beers could be around, like, 5 and 6, that would be cool. Because then I could have more beers, try more beers, taste more beers, and learn more about beer. But, yeah, but, you know, some people, they do it because they just, well, they hate themselves. That's what it is. They hate their lives, and they want to forget about it for, you know, just about 3 hours until they wake up the next morning. And, yeah, so let's try it. This is another gift from my dad. This is actually Top Rung Brewery. It's one of his, or Top Rung Brewing Company, excuse me. I will say that correctly because he loves you guys, and the fact that you guys actually gave him this cool little mason jar cup for free because he said it was my birthday. Thank you. I appreciate it. But yeah, let's get into it. Let's see here. Got my trusty, and I'm kind of weird too. I keep all the bottle caps to everything that I drink, like even like soda bottles. I'm a weirdo like that. But look, it's got a puppy on this one too. Woo! All right, cool. Put that off to the side there. And I'm going to teach you guys how to pour so that way you don't get a lot of foam, because some people don't like that. And plus you want to get a good pour. I used to work in a pub, used to pull beer, taps, like, it's great. I love it. I miss it. But, not a lot of people like a lot of head. I like a little bit of foamy stuff. I don't know. I guess it's kind of like a cherry on a sundae. It's like you don't technically need it because it's all good stuff on the bottom, but you know, it's kind of nice. But here we go. So you want to start tilted, about 45 degrees. I think that's what they said. And then you're just going to do it slow. You're going to make sure that it comes out slow. Make sure it kind of hits the upper part there, kind of in the center, and then, okay. Oh God, did I overdo it? No, perfect. Beautiful, right? Okay, put this there, make sure it's totally debuted right there. Okay, well, it's not debuted, but you know, for me. So, looking at the color, I don't know if you guys can tell with the light, but it's not actually black. So if you're thinking it's black, it's not. See if I can hold it up. Yeah. So you can actually see some light through it. And maybe if I can get my dad to come on the vlog, I can have him tell you about my 21st birthday and his proud moment as my father. But anyways, we'll save that story for the next time or another time when he feels like it, because he's camera shy. But anyways, so it kind of reminds me of like a root beer color. It's not like a Coca-Cola color, but it's like that light brown color that you kind of get from the root beer. And I kind of like it. It's kind of a cool brown color. It really is. It's like a honey brown. Actually, it's probably like how my eyes are when the sun's shining on them. That's what I've been told. I've got honey brown eyes. Yeah. Yeah, I fell for it too. Good pickup line, dude. Good pickup line. Alright, so color, I'm actually going to do first because obviously that's the first thing that you notice. And 1 out of 5, I'm going to give it a 5 because I'm actually kind of impressed with the color. It's cool. Alright, now we go with the smell. Oh, I guess I should probably, as you can see, I'm very primitive with everything. And yeah, so I'll probably do the head next. So color and then head. The head came out good. I liked it. It was good. So we're just gonna do, I don't know, it's not thick and frothy like Guinness. I guess that's probably gonna be my downfall, is that I'm always gonna compare every beer to Guinness. And so Guinness head is just, it's creamy and it's gorgeous. It's like a pillow. You feel like you can lay on it. So that's always going to be like a 100. So this one I'm going to give a 4 because it was pretty good. It had a nice little, came out good. Okay. So now the smell. I don't actually know what's in this, so we'll see if I can just come up with a good palette. But yeah, so, oh, can you guys see it? Can you see the puppy? Oh, okay. It's kind of a plain smell. It kind of just reminds me of like a regular amber ale, basically. And again, I don't know a lot about beer, so I'm not sure what that, I don't know. Maybe I'll be able to like actually taste some notes when I try it. But I'm just gonna give it a 2 for smell, sadly. Alright, so now for the good part, you know? Okay. So, I'm kind of disappointed. It's good. It's good. I would take it over a Corona, a Budweiser, you know, whatever. I would take it over any of the mainstream ones, but it's not impressing me. So the initial taste is just kind of tangy and bitter. I can't get any proper food notes in here. Like, you know, if I can taste like chocolate or caramel or coffee or banana or something weird. I'm gonna assume that it's got caramel in it though, because it's got a sweet, like, bite to it. Yeah. I don't actually like the finish, basically. And, so the flavor, it's good. I like it. Is it a good session beer for me? No, because it's 7.8, but I would still go to a brewery and drink it, and then I'd move on to my next one. So flavor, God. I think I'm just gonna do a 3. Because I do like it. It's just, I feel like I've had it before. I think that's my problem, is that it's not something different. But yeah, the finish, it lingers, and in a bad way. I'm not really feeling the finish. Still gonna drink it though. So, finish, we're gonna do a 2. Because it kind of just makes me, not sick, but it's just like, ugh, you know, it's kind of have like after coffee taste at the end. But, let's see here. So, 1, 2, 7, 11, 14, 15, 16. Oh, good burp. Good burp, you know. It means it's got good carbonation in it. So 16 divided by 5, obviously that's 3 point... what? I'm not good at math. So we're just going to give it a 3. We're going to do round numbers because Kyrie's going to have to do this math in her head. So, a 3. So overall, it's not that bad of a beer, considering that it's out of 5. So, 3 out of 5. Alright, smell 2, color 5, head 4, and flavor, what did I do? 2? 3. 3. Oh, God, I need to work on my handwriting. Alright, and finish is 2. So overall, total is 16, and overall, completely, is a 3. So, you know, now I don't want breweries to actually find my vlog and think that I'm being cruel. I don't. Again, this is just solely my opinion. I'm sure there's somebody out there who thinks that this is their favorite beer of all time. I'm sure there is. You know, it's kind of like there's somebody for everybody. There's some bullshit like that, and whatever. But for the most part, this isn't that bad of a beer. And again, I will probably sit here in the garage in peace and quiet and drink the rest of this. So stay tuned next week. It's going to be St. Patty's Day. We'll see you guys next week on St. Patrick's Day. Keep it green.